Morning. I'll try to produce some sky paintings, and you've seen 4 of them, for those that have looked, for a gallery show coming up, where the stipulation is 70% sky. Well, since most of my landscapes are at least a third landscape and 2/3 sky, it's quite difficult, because that would bring the sort of 70% down to about there. So you've got to put something in that little bit of landscape that is simple yet effective. So a bit of Welsh Hills comes to mind, but you've got to make it look distant. So let's do something like this. Go up there a bit. The distance, put some rocks in here. But the hard thing to do is to avoid repeating yourself, which is what I've been doing there. So we've got to make one side dominant. And I've done that there by making that higher than that. So let's come down a bit lower there with my clip. And these are just the background rocks, and we're just something like that. Just an aid memoir. I'll put the paint on now. I'm going to wet the paper. It's Fabriano. I've cut. I bought a frame this morning, 20 by 16, and the ready cut mount in it is quite nice. The frame I thought was brown, but it's turned out to be silver. But that might be a benefit. It's a nice mount, but I like a 3-inch mount, which is suitable for the 15 by 11 inch Fabriano that we normally use. So I've cut a larger sheet of Fabriano down to 16.5 by 12.5 inches, which will easily fit in that mount. So here we go, let's wet the paper, stop talking about it, and let's try and do it. I don't really like working to order because I lose my spontaneity, making up as I go along. Well, I've done doing on this, but it's quite a lot of sky, and considering we are working at about 80 degrees to the vertical, it's quite an undertaking as far as I'm concerned, because the sky is the portrait and not the landscape. So give it a good wet. But before it expands, let's get in with some nice warm colours. That's dirty, filthy colour. This is my burnt sienna. This is my second go at this. Raw sienna, a bit of the older raw sienna, burnt sienna. Okay, now because I'm right-handed, I tend to weight the sky on the right. It's nice and wet, don't let it dry. And then we'll mix the burnt umber with the ultramarine. See what happens to it. Okay. So this is the my threatening storm laden clouds across there. Some really good dark now. Right, let's just put in some clouds over them. Right now, I'll recut the paper. Just stretch it out so that it's flat. Right, just take off the excess moisture at the bottom. And while that dries, I've got some light coming through there. I want to put in some warmer colour, so I'll use burnt umber, ultramarine and burnt sienna. So we're going down and we'll have warmer on the left. Right, get some warmer colours in the foreground here. I'll put in some rock work with the card on this. Right, we'll get the background colours in now, the blues. A bit of alizarin in there, I think. Okay, so there we've got okay, let's just take out some of this. That will come out. That'll be covered by the mount. But you do need really dark, rich paint, warm colours. And then, while that's just soaking in a little bit, I'm just going to go in with some trees on here. Put some up here, some. Okay, let's start to scrape out some of these these rocks here. Now, when you do this, be a bit creative with it. Remember the 3 planes: light, darker, dark. Just little outcrops. They're quite effective. Right, now let's get in some tree type. Bluey, greeny, dark. Just on here. Okay, so just some bits of interest in the bits of grasses and shrubby bushes. Okay, so we've got something going on there. Okay. So I'll just put in some blue on here. These trees just going back a little bit. Not much more I can do on that really. I'll dry it off and see what it looks like, and we'll put it into the mount in it, over it. Clean my brush. I forgot to clean my brush Saturday. And all the gum Arabic in the dark paint just on the tip. Just took about 5 minutes to soften and get off. Right, so take your headphones off. I'm going to just dry it. Stretch it again. Okay. Freddie the kitchen guy, he just walked across my glass inside my frame. Don't go up there, Fred. He likes to go on my pile of paintings with my YouTube demo, so I put a painting on there. Put an acrylic on there so he can't damage that. Woke us up 5 o'clock this morning. Now, there's nothing leading into the picture, so I'm just going to lift out a path, maybe put a figure on it, so out here. I need to lift out any more of that. That's no, not really. If they're dry, I'll put a figure or two in there, small figures. But they'll largely be covered up, so I'll put them higher rather than lower. Let's put a figure here. Couple of ramblers, not a lot of shadow, but probably some. Okay, couple of birds. Birds are always good to link passages or to fill in dull bits of oops, just to fill in to the sky. Right, because all our interest is here now, but we've just pulled some interest back into the sky. Now I'm going to just put the mounds on it. Let's do that. Just need to put that across there. Take the clips off. Oh, I've got to sign it, haven't I? Got to sign it. This will look better in the mount, but to be honest, it might not be good enough. Anyway, well, not for a gallery, but it might be. Right, mount, keep it clean. Oh well, there we are. We've got something going on there, haven't we? It's nice and wet. Probably hard edges would have been a bit better than some of that. A little bit muddy, but we'll see. Right, let's bring it round and you can have a look at it. Okay, so there we've got a sky painting, essentially, with a bit of support on the landscape there. Not much else I can do with that. It's a nice size painting. Thanks for watching. I'll zoom in and we'll see what I've done in the landscape. That's all I've done, very simple. Although it was the second attempt today, the other paper went wrong. Well, I had made it go wrong. So we've got the rocks and things there, and we've got some stubby trees showing the shape of the landscape. So I'm not displeased with that. Let's just zoom out again. There we are. Okay, see you later. Bye bye.